This is the Transformers Generations Buzzworthy Bumblebee Studio Series 86, the recolor of figure number 2, Deluxe Class Kup. I picked up this figure from a mall called Takashimaya in Singapore for 40 Singapore dollars or 41, which comes to about 30 US dollars. Not too bad, considering the fact that out here in Manila, these Studio Series Buzzworthy Bumblebee figures are going for, what, $36? So, $30. Pretty happy with it. Let's see if the hype or the good feedback for this figure holds up. I mean, I wasn't too sure about getting it. I was pretty happy with the current Studio Series Kup that we have. But we'll see. This figure looks very promising. Let's get him out of packaging. And here is the Buzzworthy Bumblebee Kup, recolored Studio Series Kup out of packaging. And it does come with this really nice diorama from the movie. It's the exact same figure as we've seen with the originally released Studio Series Kup. Bring him out. Very cool. He still rolls very nicely. You can attach the weapons here on the side. You can get rid of the weapons so we can have a better look at the vehicle modes. Yeah, he looks great. It actually gives me more of a cartoon accurate vibe than this one. But I don't know, man. It feels like this is more of a Kup figure for me. For some reason, this previous figure, the first version, is giving me a little bit more of a Kup vibe than this one. I don't know, but I have to admit the colors on this one do look closer to how he looked like in the cartoons, especially this type of it's like an off gray color. It doesn't match as closely as I wanted it to be, but the pale muted gray plastic pieces here on the side and on the back, coupled with this really nice high gloss, it's bordering on periwinkle gray plastic with some battle damage, some scuffing design or battle damage tempos. It does really give me that cartoon accurate vibe, and I like it. Yeah, even the way the teal, or I should say bluish green color of plastic on this new figure, it does look closer to how Kup looked like in the cartoons rather than this one. This one is a little bit more on the gray side. This one is more on the blue side. So in terms of accuracy, I do like this one more. But in terms of a Kup vibe, the light gray plastic and paint apps on this figure is just really doing it for me for some reason. Anyway, Autobot Logo. This one is a brighter red color. You can see that everything about this figure is a little bit lighter compared to this, but this one it just feels a little bit more vibrant in color, at least in alt mode. And you can clearly see right here, you've got clear plastic on this one. This one's opaque, glossy finish. Don't know if we have the same piece underneath. It's probably the same, but unpainted in that metallic finish. So transformation, we're going to do it from vehicle mode to robot mode, since you've already seen me transform this figure from robot to vehicle in the first Studio Series Kup. First thing you want to do, you want to uncouple these panels right here on the side. The plastic does feel a little bit cheaper with this new version, the second version. And as such, the transformation is a little bit easier to do than the first version. And sadly, there is some mold degradation, which I'll show off later in robot mode. But the plastic still feels less than premium on this figure. Okay, so fold this like this, untab, fold up the torso, just fold wheels in and fold back part like that, tab it in, tab the neck onto the fenders. Okay, and then these are gonna fold here, open up the shins, fold the knees back to their original position, And then these pieces are gonna fold like this, fold out the toes, and then these pieces are going to tab in to these. A little harder than usual. Don't know, it just be a quality issue on my copy. And then these pieces are going to just lock in place. These are still very difficult to untab. Just to convert it back into vehicle mode, it takes so much effort just to untab the shoulder pieces, and I fear that, you know, over time that peg on the shoulder is going to break with too much untabbing over time. Okay, so here he is. Here is Kup in his robot mode. Yeah, he actually looks good. My comments are going to be the same, that he does feel a lot more accurate cartoon-wise. Even the blaster pistol and the Bowie Grana with mini bomb energon dispenser feels very cartoony. Put that here. But sadly, there's a ton of mold degradation. The removable joints, they don't stay on as tight as the previous figure did, so it's pretty loose. Especially this one, this leg just loves to pop off, as you've seen me as I've seen it in transformation, and it's very loose. This one is okay. There's some friction to it, but this one's just really loose, and I'm really not. I don't appreciate that, honestly. And I've said it in a lot of the reviews of the newer figures that have been repainted, that Hasbro's done a good job at preserving their molds. But for this particular mold, I don't think they preserved the mold that well or that good enough, because there's a lot of loose pieces here and there, which really sucks. So for some size comparisons, here is the new Kup with the original Studio Series Kup. Obviously, the differences are color of plastic. This one's a little bit more muted. This one's a little bit brighter. Even with the guns share the same differences in terms of the gray plastic. The paint on the energon dispenser, the new Kup has a little bit more of a brighter army green than the previous version. And as far as the head sculpt goes, it's the exact same head sculpt, but they've painted the eyes. They've made the face is painted in a darker shade of gray. Top part of the head, same. The blue, this one is more gray. This one's a little bit more blue. And you can see that instead of clear plastic, they've got, for the light piping, they've got the opaque gray plastic, and they've painted the eyes. And here you still have the you still have the light piping. Let me see. Yep, still light piping on the translucent eyes, while on this one they just really painted it blue just to match how he looked like in the cartoon. So again, same opinion in robot mode as in car mode. This one's just giving me the cartoon vibe. This one is still giving me that Kup vibe. I don't know. And to be quite honest, this is a tough decision for me. This is a tough one, because I was under the impression that this one would completely blow me away and this one would just be obsolete for me. But if you already have this figure, quite frankly, I don't see the need to actually pick up another Kup to double dip into this figure mold, unless you're absolutely trying to make your display or your figures look cartoon accurate, like super cartoon accurate. Because he stands as a good Kup on his own. He's a mix of toy accuracy and show accuracy, but this one is really show accurate with all these. I'm not a big fan of this battle damage tempos, but overall he does look like the more accurate Kup. But in terms of quality, I think the mold has really gone down in terms of quality. The degradation is apparent, and I honestly don't appreciate that, and I don't like that, considering the fact that Hasbro has been so good at preserving their molds. One last comparison. Let's put in Hot Rod. Maybe let's make him decide which one's better. I don't know. But yeah, to be quite honest, you don't need to double dip. If you missed out on this one, which I doubt, because this one is one of the peg warmers for that wave. If you missed out on him, then obviously you need to pick him up if you want a Kup in your collection. But it's not a clear-cut decision for me which one I should keep and which one I should sell. So overall, because of the quality issues that this thing has suffered, it's going to get an 8 out of 10. The quality just sucks on this figure. And I'm still on the fence on which one I should keep, because I don't want to keep 2 Kups, because he's a great character and all, but I just need one of him in my collection. Anyway, let me know in the comment section what you think. Is this really the better Studio Series Kup than this one? Or would you rather stick with the first version and save your money from double dipping on the second version? Hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my latest video reviews. And if it's your first time here, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.